How do you round time in Excel? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can use the roundup formula to do exactly that. And I'm going to show you how you can build in 5 minutes of tolerance to the formula as well. Say we're running a company and we're billing people by the half hour. If somebody takes up 45 minutes of our time, we want to bill them for a whole hour. But if they only take 25 minutes, that's half an hour, etc. So what we're always doing is we are round up the amount of time it's taken to the nearest half an hour. Also, I'll show you a bit later in the video how you can build in a bit of a tolerance against that, because if you do 32 minutes work for somebody, do you really want to bill them for an hour because they've encroached into that next half an hour? Probably not. So yeah, I'll show you how to build in a bit of tolerance as well. So in order to use roundup here, we need to know a bit about how Excel stores times, because that makes this process slightly unique. Time in Excel is stored as a number, and a number is a decimal fraction of 24 hours. So 24 hours is the number 1. In order to round to the nearest half an hour, we are going to need to know how many half hours there are in a day. There's 24 hours in a day, so there's 48 half hours in a day. So we need to round to the nearest 48th of a day, and we need to round up as well. Now, if I just show you how we'll do that, so we will type in the formula roundup, spelt correctly this time, roundup. Choose the number we want to round up, which is the time. Right, and what we're actually going to do unusually is we're going to times it by 48 and then round it to no decimal places, because to round to the nearest 48th of a decimal place is very is exceptionally difficult and can't be done with the roundup formula. I mean, there are other ways to do it. It can't be done. So if we multiply up by 48 and then round it to no decimal places, and then after we've rounded it, we divide it back down by 48. That's how we've achieved a rounding to the 48th of an hour, which is half an hour. So you can see that has taken 4:45 and changed it to 5 hours. 2:16, we should hope 2.5 hours. 22 minutes should be 30 minutes. Yes, 30 minutes. If I drag that formula right the way down, we can rest assured that will be now the build time. I will click on that. So that is the build time. Now, I did promise you that I would show you how to build in some tolerance to this. Now, I think, for example, this customer, Cassandra Springtorp, who we spent 6 hours and 2 minutes on her work. I think it would be very unfair to charge her for 6.5 hours there. So we need to be giving her the benefit of the doubt. And let's just say we wanted to build in 5 minutes tolerance on this. So that anything, if we go 5 minutes over, we round down, otherwise we round up. So the first thing we need to do is work out what 5 minutes is as a proportion of a day, and then adjust for that. So 5 minutes, now you could probably work this out in your head, but essentially 5 minutes, there's 12 lots of 5 minutes in an hour, and there's 24 hours in a day, so there are 288 lots of 5 minutes in a day. If we divide 1 by 288, that gives us our number that we want to adjust for. Using that number, before we apply our build time formula, so build time 2 I'm going to call this, take this same formula, put it in there a second, and we will use that format painter there. But instead of applying it to that particular number there, we first of all deduct this tolerance that we've factored in. I'm just going to push F4 there so that we're always picking up that same number on the formula. then generally speaking, we are going to get the same value. But in theory, I'll just make that look neater. We should, yes, in situations like Cassandra's, we are now rounding to 6 hours because we've allowed for a 5-minute tolerance. So that is how you would build in a tolerance. Essentially, you work out what it is as a fraction of a day, and then you deduct that from the time before you round it up. And it's as simple as that.
So now you know how to round time in Excel. There's loads more useful hints and tips on Up for Excel. So hit that subscribe button and the bell icon and get those Excel skills up and task times down. See you soon.